Hello and welcome to Fundy Fortunes. I am Natalie. I am here to do the monthly reading for the month of March 2019 for the sign of Taurus the Bull. For the regulars, what do you think? Sexy or what? Isn't that nice? That came all the way from Whitehorse to my house. And it was picked right off of nature's floor, right off the ground. Juvenile, I think, what's it? Eagle feather, right? But I think it's juvenile because of the white spotting on it. So it works very well. I hope it lasts me a long time. That other one was pathetic, wasn't it? We compared them, my friend and I. It was her brother that sent them. And anyways, we compared the other one. I don't know where is that right here. I'll show you how funny it looks. It is too pathetic. I had no idea it looked that bad. Looks like it's diseased. But look. I said, I was singeing it, obviously, on this side every time I did a smudge, and I didn't know it was getting singed. Look at that. Isn't that pathetic? Looks like a cat with half its fur gone. And then there's big, luxurious eagle feather. So honored to have it. Really, truly am. Really am. And I like that he found it on the forest floor. What am I doing here? Okay, we're doing, yes, for Taurus the Bull. Anybody new to the channel, this is a 5-card spread. The first card, your overall energy. Second card is your wealth and finances. Third card is your hearth, your home, your intimate love. Fourth card, challenges, should there be any. And the last card is your message from Spirit. Oh, come on. I haven't been able to shuffle. I've been just too many readings. It's too much. My hands. I gotta get one of those automatic ones. Just put them in. It goes. I'm so shuffled. My thumb is weak. Grabbing. Oh my goodness. These are general readings for those of you that are new to tarot community here on YouTube. These readings are always free. These are not personal readings. So some things may come up and you'll say, wow, I'm going through that right now. Or you might say, not one thing meant anything to me. So there's no connection there. That what the reading was not for you. I'm just feeling to do them again. Yeah, you guys been doing that too. Oh my gosh. That was unusual what happened there. And I only take the ones that are a little unusual. But I've been so clumsy. But this one, it was up like the rest are. It was up like the rest. And anybody that's a member of this channel, they know what my favorite card is. And what it did was, it didn't just fall face up like the others are. It flipped over. So I turned it over. It's my favorite guy. I'm accepting him. I'm accepting him as a pop-out. I rarely do that. There's something there. Something going on there. Fantastic. And I'll make sure I get everything back in order the way it was. There we go. Okay, back into the shuffle. I'm just going to do a run through and then I'm going to cut the deck. Time to cut the deck. Consult with Lilith, which is my pendulum. See if she agrees. Lilith, as this deck stands, are the top 5 cards, the cards that are meant for this general public reading for the sign of Taurus the Bull for the month of March 2019. So these are their cards for this general reading. That's fine by me. Good enough. All right. Now, he's staring right back up at me. I've got him off to the side. He's staring right back. Somebody's going to be doing some serious manifesting in March. That's what I'm hearing. I can feel it. This is serious business for somebody. All right, let me bring my camera down. You guys can see their spread. I've got ashes everywhere. That's my newest reveal tonight. I love it. It's a red jasper. Come out of the candle. My intuitive candle. I didn't even promote, did I? I will in a minute. Maybe at the end. 4 cups. What's going on there, Taurus? For your overall energy for the month, it's not one of my favorite cards. This one's been coming up repeatedly. 2 of Wands. Vision. I've not seen this one in a while. I don't like seeing it here now. Your 3rd card, your hearth, your home, your family. Queen of Swords. Resilience. Challenges, should there be any? There are none. Look what you got. The Ace of Pentacles. Prosperity. And the final card, card number 5, is your message from Spirit. Beautiful. Knight of Wands. Activity. And this is your spread for March 2019. Earlier, the first one, I think was the first one I did. I kept wanting to say 2017. Maybe I even did. Just thought that I was thinking it, and I actually said it. I don't know. Oh well. It might mean something to somebody, but it was just, I had to keep telling myself, no, not 2017. You'd think I'd be saying 2018. I was going to make a mistake. Well, it's 2017, right? So, okay. The readings have been, there's at least one extreme in each reading. One extreme in each reading. There are good things in each reading, but there's challenges there. So for your overall energy for the month, Taurus, it's kind of low. You're on the low end of the energy scale. You're kind of depressed. Maybe, this is meant for you that are in the, the winter zone. We're still in winter. People do get depressed. They suffer from SADS, seasonal affective disorder. It's a real disorder. The lack of sunlight affects some people. It's hard on them. And where I live, I don't know what the numbers are for SADS here in my province or in this part of the world here, because we go from like during summer months at its peak about 17 hours of daylight, and then when winter fall comes in, and then winter on top of it, we go from 17 hours of daylight down to 8. That's extremely and it's no wonder it affects some people. So anyways, I must be one of those people that doesn't get to ever have a nervous breakdown or take a emotional and a mental vacation. I wish I could. I was even lacking this winter at the beginning, a lack of vitamin D. I was like, you're supposed to be like 75, 78. I was like 22 or something. And I sit here and all day long, the sun beats in here. This whole wall of windows faces south. So I got the sun there a good part of the day, but she said, no, you got to be right out under like naked exposure. Just try not to get cancer. But some people do, and I'm just saying that could be what's going on with this card for some of you. This is the tail end of winter. Spring is right around the corner. It's fantastic. I'm just seeing, what did I see today? I said that is a sign of spring. What was it I saw today? Maybe it'll come to me. There was something I said, that's a sign of spring. Couldn't believe it. You have to work a little harder at maintaining the status quo within your public life and your family life, just where you are around people at all. You're going to have to work a little harder, because that could be the problem. It's the lack of daylight hours, the lack of sun. It's a tail end of winter. It's the last hurrah. And people, you got to hold on. It's just a matter of a couple of weeks. The temperatures are going to warm up. We've got in my area a storm coming in tonight. It's going to drop about 10 centimeters. And then it's going to start tonight and go into tomorrow. And then on Monday we have a second system coming through. It just makes you want to take a knife and start cutting yourself. It really does. It's a bigger one, about 20 centimeters. Um, it's going to be blowy and snowy, and then we're going to get freezing right on top of it. I probably got my walkway's quite long. From my driveway to my door is very long. And the ice on the walkway now has to be at least this thick. Here's the ground, and this is what we're walking on up here. I don't like that because if we get a warm afternoon, you don't know where to step because you could go through and really hurt yourself. And I got one bogus hip. I don't want to. You know what I'm saying? So, but the thing is, you got to look for inspiration. Even if you got cabin fever, if you're kind of cut off from civilization, kind of like I am, and you're snowed in, basically. Like, I can't go walk around in my yard. It's just, there's ice everywhere on everything. It's been that way for a month and a half. It's scary just walking out to a car. You know, even to the point where you're getting in the car. That's when a lot of people fall, is right there. You know, so. But the thing is, it's like I don't suffer from lack of light. I like the dark. I'm not. No, I'm not a dark evil person. Don't anybody call me that. I'm a light worker. But ever since I was a kid, I never outgrew that, because when you become a preteen and into a teenager and on and so on, you get to stay up a little later, but you really want to stay up all night. And if left to your own devices, you'd be up all night every night. That's all it is. There's nothing more to it. I think because of the way I am, I shy away from the daily grind of things. I don't. It exhausts me to be in a shopping mall or a grocery store. I find it overwhelmingly exhausting. I truly do. When I get home, I'm beat. Mentally, emotionally, physically, I'm tired. And I just went and did groceries. It's a long drive there and back, I grant you, but I don't know. I shot, and other people can't get enough. I knew somebody very well that suffered from SADS. And the effect it had and the change that would come over. You could see it was like a storm came over their face. It was lack of light. And it happened. So, for those of you that are shaking your head, the few that are, and you're going, it is. That's what it is. I can't stand it. I feel like I'm gonna, you know, that I'm holding on by my nails, and spring's right behind, but I feel like I'm gonna slip and fall, and that's a scary thing for a lot of people. It's a reality. It just is. Hold on, whatever you do. So there is that, but if you go out and you try to get yourself inspired, if I have to turn on the TV and look at mindless television to find inspiration, I will. I normally don't need to do that, though. I've got out here in my backyard, I've got the Bay of Fundy riding in and sliding out, and a lot of wildlife and birds of every kind. Coming into spring, I'm on a migratory bird path. I have no idea what's going to land on my deck or in my yard at any given moment. They give it time for like a month and a half or so. So anyways, but I get inspiration. I'm very, very fortunate, and I know that. I know that. But I mean, if you even have to turn that on or pick up a book or look out a window or have a conversation to get inspired about something, inspiration really is like getting a jump start, getting an extra boost. You're running just fine, but this gives you that oomph, right? And it's that oomph that you need to find so you can hold on, because spring is so close. It's a hair away for those of you in that situation. Know this. Spirit wants you to know this. To renew your faith in life itself. And that right there, the universe sits up, pays attention, takes notice. It starts bringing to you what it is. I don't like to use the word need when we're talking need in the universe, but it sees you and sees what you lack, and it brings you what you lack. So you're being protected that way. You're being highly favored. This is a card about feeling dissatisfied with your life, almost losing belief in a better love as far as romance goes. Yeah, I can't do any better than this. Right there, right there, you shouldn't be with that person if that's your first thought. You know, that this is the best I can do. Wow, you shouldn't be with that person at all. You do is the best that you want to do, what you think is the best for you. And if you think that this person doesn't meet up to your standards, you need to keep looking. Um, that's important. This is your whole lifetime you're talking about. You should take nothing else more seriously in life than who you're going to share your life with. Okay? Um, Sometimes you believe there's no hope of a better job. I'm stuck in this dead-end job and I can't get out. Somebody may be living in a small town and that job that you hate so much is the cream of the crop and it's what the town, it's the best it has to offer, the town or village, right? Um, you're very close for some of you to retreating into your shell, just shutting the world out. It's almost too much. It's almost overwhelming for you for some reason. Again, it could be the lack of sunlight, the end of winter. It's, wow. Your keywords are stagnant and despondent, disillusionment, self-protection, whether you want to hear it or not, a need for change in your life, rigidity and stubbornness as well. You need to change. Nobody can actually physically take you and make you change. You need to change on your own. Stubborn, the Taurus, you're so stubborn. You get quiet and you go into yourself because you're not one to stand there and argue about it. I'm not going to sit and argue about this because I'm on a different side of the coin here. I'll just be real quiet and they'll come up for air and get tired of yakking. And you're that's where you're stubborn. You won't give at all. And it's for your own good. That's your overall energy. You're going to be battling this grayness that keeps wanting to encroach on your life. Your second card here is Two of Wands. Now you can get inspired with this one because it is a card of vision. It's a card of two coming together as one. It's a card of unity. It's a card of finding and clicking with somebody. This is all about like-minded individuals. You meet somebody. Twin flame? Maybe, but in a good way, not in a bad way. But somebody you connect with and they connect with you. It's instant. Instant, I tells ya. Blows your mind. You instantly, like, there's the thing, and I got this in an earlier reading. And here it is again. You really, 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 really like each other a lot. You like being around each other. Even if there was no romance involved, you're hungry to be in this person's presence, and they with you as well. It's unbelievable. Not everybody gets to experience these relationships like this either, where you feel like if there was ever another human out there to perfectly match you, this is it. Wow, this is it. This could be a business partner for a lifetime. This is a lot like the Two of Cups. Very strong on partnerships. And like the Two of Cups is basically the same thing here because this is a card of passion. It's wands. Fire going on here between two people. This can be a partnership to last a lifetime. There's so much, I'm sensing so much respect between you and the other. This is not for everybody. This is general. This may only affect one person, maybe two, maybe 3,000. I don't know. I'm not getting any number on it. This is a good thing. This person will nurture you. You'll nurture them. You'll inspire each other. Oh, wow. And this card always comes out with that. You'll broaden each other's horizons in life. That stuff that isn't even an inkling in your head right now. You can't possibly know and see. All the better when it arrives. It's such a beautiful, great surprise. Things you never even dreamt, not an inkling of doing. And there you are. You know, it's beautiful. This card is really, really nice. You'll even be inspiring other people, which is absolutely fantastic here. Money's not going to be a problem either. This could be somebody that you meet at work. Partnerships are highlighted with this card, as is creativity as well. Communications are flowing beautifully. There's some planning going on here. And you may be looking and thinking about your long-term future, especially if you're two people drawn in the romantic sense and you just know, you're going to be together from here on out. You knew within the first nanosecond, this is the person, this is them, and they were the same. It was destiny. As foolish as that may sound to some, it was pure destiny. Will everything be perfect from here on out for the rest of your life? Absolutely not. Get real. This is terra firma. This is planet Earth. This is where we live. In the physical sense, this is where we live. And while we're here on terra firma, there's always going to be friction in our lives. All the time. But will life compared to that, something to have a yardstick to hold it to, for you will be very, very nice. For the most part, yes. Almost perfect. Almost. You're still two individuals, and you still have your own personalities, your own desires, your own wants. Although yours are very similar to each other, there may be not, maybe, who's at 100%? What couple is at 100%? Boys, if it's out there, go ahead, I dare you. Put it down below and you're going to get slaughtered. People are going to hate you instantly because you have the perfect relationship. So that's what this card's all about. It's long-term plans as well. And joining up with somebody else. You have the same sights, the same goals, the same dreams, the same visions. More the same than more not the same. The Queen of Swords and resilience. This shows a very, very, very strong female. And this is in somebody's life. All right? For you, Taurus. This is a woman that's highly intelligent. I'm getting the feeling that somebody is with a woman just like her. And she makes you nervous and you're kind of scared of her. I'm sorry, I don't mean to laugh, but like she really makes you, this is a very resilient woman. This is a very strong one. She doesn't push her weight around, don't get me wrong. She never pushes her weight around. She doesn't have to. She walks into a room. She commands presence. Those that know her go, oh shit, oh crap, she's here. You know, somebody on the job, here comes. And for those that don't know her, they're captivated. It's not a physical thing. It's her, the air she has about her. And they'll whisper and say, who is that? Who is that? She makes you very nervous, and she's very, very much... I'm feeling it's a personal relationship with this woman. This is a male Taurus too. Well, it's an air sign, so it's swords, right? But she doesn't suffer any fools. She's frighteningly, refreshingly direct and honest. She doesn't believe in wasting time beating around the bush. Some may see her as callous and rude because of that, but to her, she's not trying to be rude or callous or any of that. She just believes, let's state that this is what it is. Here it is. Let's deal with this. Let's work with this. Stop sugarcoating. Stop stalling. Stop trying to make things into something that they're not. She's very, very boom direct. And she can see, she suffers no fools. She can see through crap and bullshit, manipulation, in the snap of a finger. She's very attuned. She's very, very sharp. That's what she's all about. This is a woman that's close to you in your life. This is for male Tauruses. I've never gotten that before. This is the first. Boys, I tell you, she's got a lot to offer a person. You need, for whatever male Taurus this is for, you need to find a way to get comfortable with her. Or it'll be one of those relationships that isn't equal. You'll be under her and she'll be on top, and she'll be the ones that wears the pants only. If you don't get on top and you come up to her equal, you share everything the same, you do everything the same, you have the same expectations, and it has nothing to do with sex, male nor female. You'll be on an even keel. This could be an exceptional relationship for you, but you have to learn to breathe and realize you're still human at the end of the day, just like you are. Okay. All the readings are long. There's no challenges for you at all, though, Taurus. You got the Ace of Pentacles. I cannot attach, with good conscience, attach anything other than becoming obsessed with something. That's not good for you. I heard that for somebody. Yeah, having the financial freedom to become obsessed with something. Is that gambling? Are you playing the machines? You know, is it anything like that? So, it's a beautiful card. There's no doubting that at all. But some of you, Taurus, are about to be given a gift, or it could be a reward of some kind coming your way. And it could come, probably is going to come in the form of a moolah, money for you. This is going to be enough money to make a significant change in your life. The money that you're either going to be given an opportunity, maybe even to make more money. This is giving you a big jump ahead, a big start up. The grunge and the grief has been removed. Somebody is, you come into money, I don't know how, and you're going to use that to work and build on your foundation, make some long-term plans. It does bring a significant change to your life. Relationships are stable with this card, which is wonderful. Investments. You could be cashing in, for some of you, cashing in some bonds or something like that. You could be doing income tax return and you've got a big chunk of change, cha-ching, coming back. Or somebody is going to gift you with a large amount of money, and I can't see what it is. For the life of me, nothing is coming. Absolutely nothing is coming, but yet the money's there. Remember, it's general. It's not going to apply to all of you. And yet, I knew this from the start. You're looking for a new home as well. The money's going to grant you that luxury of a new home, a more comfortable home, with more room, bigger than what you're in now, which is, it's really nice. I'm seeing palm trees. I'm seeing open rooms, open air rooms. I've often wondered, don't they ever get rain? Ever? The rooms are open. What happens when it rains? What about the bugs? And when they show these things, they don't ever show you the bugs. You never see the bugs. You never see furniture getting wet. It's tropical. But that's what I see for somebody. The advice of the card is when you come into money, make sure that some of that money is working for you. All right, making money for you. Make your money, make more money. And make some wise financial decisions to buy yourself some security for down the road. This will be the time to do it as well. Keywords are beginnings and money, new job, success, property, security, and creativity. With this card, it's everything you want. It's truly beautiful. 30 minutes. Oh. The last card in your reading is another. How many did you get? Just the one, two? Just the two, but still. 2 out of 5. Wands, cards of passion. This shows a very uplifting, great energy. I'm not sensing any fear energy, any dark energy, any bad energy at all. What's coming from Spirit is embracing the beauty that is your life. Don't focus on the bad. Look at the good, all the good. Your cup isn't half empty. Your cup isn't half full. It's refillable. And it's into infinity, and it never ends. Your cup is always refillable. It's up to you. You want to use it? You want to tap into that? It's never the end. There's always the next minute, the next hour, the next day, the next week. Life is ongoing. It never stops. Even when we rest, we need to sleep to recharge. But even then, there's things going on. We know nothing about us. The beauty about life is right now, let's take me just for an example. There could be all kinds of stuff going on behind the scenes in my life, and I have no idea what people are doing, what they're up to, what they're thinking, what they're talking about. And then all of a sudden things start to unravel. They come out, things are happening, this sort of a thing. But the thing is you think about it after the fact and you go, oh my God, it must have taken a month or it must have taken weeks for them to do that. And I had no idea it was going on, you know? And these things about life, and they just bring a smile to your face, because life, for all the dark things that surprise us and we get the rug pulled from under us and we have run-ins with life itself, things aren't going well, this sort of a thing, there's as many beautiful things. Remember the beautiful. Try to make a habit. I'm not saying don't deal with reality. I encourage being logical. I encourage being real and in being grounded, not with your head floating off in a fancy somewhere, but to be a light worker of the world, just like I am. It's what I refer to myself as. I don't dabble in dark magic ever. I don't do that. I'm logical, I'm rational, and I'm just trying to spread a little bit of good and do my part as the human that I was meant to be put here. So, you know, this card shows a very full, very active, very upbeat, very happy, happy month here for you. When this card shows up, all parts of your life are going to have new energy breathed right into it. This is a great card for you, Taurus. It's ending on a really great note. Your communications across the board, like emails, texting, and phoning, and all that stuff, are going to become very, very busy as well. Make progress when you can. Pay attention to work. Pay attention to the love in your life. And again, you're moving to a new home as well. Everything becomes just crazy busy for you. It just means you're living life and you're living at large, really. On the higher end, you're very highly busy in the best of ways. Choose where you put your energy at the beginning of this when everything's kind of crazy. What you need to do is pick the biggest thing that's going to give you the biggest reward, the biggest payout, and focus on that, take care of that, and then put it to bed and say, there, that's done. Go down and get the next thing that you need to do. You need to plan out, you need to build, you need to create. Whatever it is you need to wait for, whatever it is, take care of it, put all your focus into it. Is some of those bigger things that you do, what happens is a drill down effect, and it takes care of some smaller things automatically, which saves you work and shortens it up in the long run. Don't mess around with your time. It's too valuable. Stay as grounded as you can. And if you do, you'll meet with success. Make sure you've got mental clarity going on and you're aware of how things can change in a heartbeat, and you need to be ready for that. Keywords are energy and movement, passion, focus, balance, communications, relationships. I love the word passion. It's one of my favorites because it means somebody with color in their life. They're full of color. I love that. I don't like black and white, and I don't like gray. Sorry, guys. You know, and then we had the Magician, the final card. I don't care how long this is. I really don't. If you don't care, I don't care. This is just, I don't like using the word blessings, probably because I was raised Catholic. I mean, only a priest can bestow blessings, right? And it was basically unheard of in my traditional background that you never did that. That was almost blasphemy. Only God and the priest, the cardinal, the bishops, they can give blessings. But anyway, but that's what this reminds me of. What it is, you're giving the wherewithal, you're getting the wisdom, the knowledge, the difference to know better, the difference to choose what's right, what's wrong, working on your integrity. But this is all about your inner power, the things that you can bring to yourself when you're in connection with the universe, the source, whatever you'd like to refer to him as. It. I don't want to do the sexist thing, so please don't. Yeah, I know. And a lot of you'll say, well, God is woman. But I don't use that word anymore at all. But this is just, he wants you to check in with yourself to see what you're capable of. I know what my capabilities are and are not. Like, I know that. I don't like it at all. But you got to be honest with yourself, you know. So that's what it's all about. It's not feeling bad about your limitations, but honoring your limitations, and respecting them. You know, if there's something you can't do, then oh well, find another way to do it, or find something that you can do. Don't sit there and say I can't do anything just because you can't do one thing. Keep going. Don't stop. Move forward. Grow. All right. It's all in your hands. You're in complete control. For those of you that don't know how, look up Law of Attraction on manifesting. There we go. Long reading. Sorry. If you like that reading and you want something personal, just look down below this video window and send me off an email. I want to say thank you to everybody, all of you across the board, for being here, for your support, your likes, your shares, your comments, and for joining the group. And speaking of that, we are on Facebook. If you don't hate Facebook, a warm welcome to you there to our closed and private group. All right, it's a very lovely place to be. Take my word for it. And anybody else, if you're looking for me, if not right here, you usually find me walking down below at the cove on the beach along the water's edge that hold the highest, mightiest tide on the whole planet Earth. The beautiful, the bountiful, the bodacious, the Bay of Fundy. She's my inspiration every day. Every day I have a relationship with her. She's fantastic. She's really good. And I say she because she's temperamental as hell. You never know what kind of mood she's going to be in. Anyway, thank you so much for being here. Please keep the peace in and the love so you can share the light out with everybody else. Do your part for the world. Do something good today. Pay something forward. You sleep a little better at night knowing that you did your part for somewhere, somehow, some way to someone. I hope you have a wonderful March. It was a good reading. And I may be back to do the mids. All right? Until then, I wish you the best of luck during the month of March. Goodbye for now, Taurus.